Yes, sir.
Antonio, talked a lot about situational football today, whether it was short yardage situations or some untimely penalties. It felt like there were some self-inflicted wounds today. How frustrating is that, and what was a winnable game for you guys?
Yeah, very difficult. When the Raiders play the Raiders, we've been pretty good as far as being focused pre-snap. That didn't happen today on both sides of the ball. And again, that kind of costs you in a game like this where it comes down to 3 points. Where you have opportunities on 3rd and 4th and 1 to keep drives alive.
Coach, did you see anything this week in practice that maybe this was coming, or did this surprise you?
As far as what's on?
The mental mistakes that the team's been avoiding.
No, I didn't see it. I mean, we've same schedule, same thing we've been doing. You can't point fingers at players. We got to do a better job, obviously, as coaches, right? That's what you want to hear. It's just a focus thing, right? I mean, false starts, offsides. That's Raiders beat themselves, and that's something that for 7 games at least, we hadn't done. And then today it kind of came up and it bit us.
Did you think that Jack Jones was offsides on that one play?
I didn't see it. They called it, so I mean it went against us. If it did, obviously something happened for them to make it. It was too close.
There was also the pass interference. It kind of like the ball might have been out of bounds. Did you get a chance to look at that or talk to the referees about that?
No, I talked to him. I just asked a simple question. They felt like he interfered while the ball's there. They didn't think it was too far out of bounds. I don't want to second guess the judges, referees, excuse me, just like I'm going to be second guessing.
You had a couple of punts on 4th and 1 in the first half. What were you thinking as far as the confidence in the offense at that point, not really having it, or what were you thinking?
I don't think they were 4th and 1. I think it was like a long 2. Am I correct on that one? Both 4th and 1s we were going for it. You got your analytics. You get a feel for the game, field position. I think for the most part we've been playing really good football when we play field position. And typically our defense has done a good job when they're backed up, keeping teams backed up. That might not have been the case every time today. Just giving our offense a short field has been our mindset. Yes, sir.
Antonio, every game obviously in the NFL is a season unto itself, and then now that this, you guys are kind of eliminated from the playoff chase, what is the mood right now of the team going forward?
The guys are disappointed. Why wouldn't you be? I mean, we want to win every game. We had a great opportunity there. We're right there at the very end. Moving forward, we get paid to play 17 games. I'm being paid to instruct and coach for 17 games, and we got one at home that we're excited about. We'll move forward like we've done everything. If we won the game, I'll come up with the same thing. We're moving forward. We'll be off of this in 24 hours. Get ready for a divisional opponent at home against the Broncos. And we're excited about that. Another opportunity for us to get better. Season ain't over until it's over. I get the playoffs, and that's all that. That's all fine and dandy. But we got another game to play, and it's at home, and we're ready to do it.
I'm sure you guys felt good about the play with the throwback to from Jacoby back to Aiden. But in retrospect, do you feel like that's a play where maybe don't get too cute, but just go get the first down right there?
Yeah, that's something I probably need to look back at, and let's make some better decisions there. We'll do that going forward.
AP, moving ahead, is it difficult when you don't know if the game's Saturday or Sunday, or maybe you've been told already? But
no, we haven't been told. I mean, we're ready for both. The players will be off tomorrow. Coaches will be in tomorrow and get ready for the Broncos. And obviously, it's a divisional foe, which is really good for us. Somebody we know well, even though we haven't played since week 1. But we'll be ready. We've been doing a good job as position coaches, getting ahead on the next opponent. So, like I said, we'll put this game away and watch it on the plane and move on to the Broncos, sir.
I know Josh gave it a go before the game. Was it kind of close on that one, or?
Yeah, he's gonna keep fighting, man. Listen, I'm not gonna ever shut down a guy like that. If he wants to go out there and battle, and I said that earlier in the week to you guys, if he has an opportunity to go, I'm gonna go with it. And if it comes up to like 2.5 hours like it did today, and you gotta be honest, you gotta be realistic. I told him he has to be realistic with himself, that we don't want to put him in any further damage for his future and for what's best for the Raiders. So it was just decided inactive.
I know as a former player, it's hard to get you guys off the field. Is that where you are in your position, that you can look them in the eye and say, hey man, I'm going to look out for you more than maybe you?
Sometimes you got to protect the player from the player, right? And I think that's really what I try to do with not only him, but Colton Miller and Max Crosby as well. Hey guys, listen, I love it. I love it. First of all, let's say this. Our guys want to play. I get we lose. I get that we lost the game, but our guys want to play, man. Even if we won this game, there wasn't no guarantee we were going to get the playoffs anyway. A lot of things have to go our way. Not sure how that goes, but one thing I'll say is these men in this locker room, these coaches, they love playing. They love being Raiders. They're proud about being Raiders. I'm proud about coaching them. Proud of coaching them guys. And listen, we're going to keep rolling and keep fighting. I can promise you this. We'll put the best 11 out there whenever we play next weekend.
This has kind of been an interesting season for Aiden O'Connell. He's a rookie quarterback, and there's going to be ups and downs with a rookie quarterback. How do you feel like he's handled things and grown through this process?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a growing process. You watch it. I thought today, listen, At the end of the game, that 2-minute drive, he looked pretty sharp. He was rolling, and he doesn't really blink. He got hit early and often today. I thought he did a decent job as the game went on, is keeping his eyes up instead of down, looking at the rush. And with any quarterback, which is the hardest position to play, we're going to sit there and pinpoint everything. But when you look at what we're asking him to do, I think you can say that he's gotten better. I think he's gotten better. Now, what happens in the future? I mean, that goes for all of us. We have to see and decide what happens later.
Hey,
Devontae had 20 targets, I think. Is that a focus of the game plan, or just kind of the way it happened?
Kind of the way it happened. I mean, I still love to run the ball 30+ times, but 21 of those with 13 receptions. Got your star player out there, man. Jimmy's and Joe's at this point in the season. You want to see your star player go, give him opportunities to make plays. He did for us. He showed up in the red zone, which was big for us, and some third downs. Again, the focus is always just the focus is how to win. And as we look through the game plan, as we go through it, okay, love to run the ball a little bit more. That's just AP, right? Love to run the ball a little bit more. Love to be tough on 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1 and things like that. But when you have, you can take advantage of certain players on the other side, you do that, and that's what we try to do today.
You guys good?
Thank you, sir.